that's just an exciting fight, isn't it? You know, anyone that's watched the UFC, you know, Robbie Lawler's, they've both been in it from the get-go. So, you know, it'll be nice to see. I can't bet against Diaz. You know, I think Nick Diaz is the boy. I think he's going to do the job. So it'll be a fun one to watch for sure. And I think as long as it's a good fight, you know, I think we'll be happy with it. It'd be a shame if it, you know, it didn't look the part. But, you know, I think both guys are going to bring it. And, you know, I'm going to put my money on Diaz.
See, I think this is a tough one because obviously Nick hasn't fought for a long time. Robbie's an old savage, but I think he is sort of on the expiry end. I see the two guys as sort of old dogs. So you never know. I think you can never sort of count Diaz out, but Robbie is a beast in himself. So I really don't know on this one. I think I'm going to go with the Diaz.
Man, I've been a huge fan of Nick Diaz forever. I've seen all of his Pride fights, his early UFC fights, obviously the fight with Robbie Lawler before. I'm a decent big Robbie Lawler fan. I've always been, he's one of those guys like that I want to model myself after. He's such an exciting fighter. You can't miss a Robbie Lawler fight, So I'm rooting for Nick Diaz, but I think Robbie gets it done just because he's been a little more active, and I just think that time off is going to play into it, but I'm rooting for Nick Diaz. So let's go Nick Diaz. We're going to go Nick Diaz gets the win. I'm going to go with the man I'm rooting for. Let's go Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz Army. Let's get it.
Come on. I'm good with Lawler. But Nick also have his how you call it? Both of them are I call them veterans because they were in the UFC before me, years before me. And I love both of them. Different style. Lawler is a heavy puncher. Nick is a wrestler, a jiu-jitsu guy. He submit a lot of people. I don't know who to go with. It's gonna be a nice fight. It's gonna be after my fight, so I'm gonna be in the locker room watching it.
Bro, I have no idea. I just want to be a spectator, and I want to watch this fight and enjoy the night, because everything can happen.
Woo! That's a fan favorite right there. I'm excited for that one so much more than any other fight because, we have Nick Diaz on the long layoff as well. He's been off for, when's the last time he fought? Like 6 years ago, 5 years ago?
2015, I think.
7 years ago. All right. That's a long time off, but I think he's been training, staying sharp, and Robbie looks good too, though. So it's just going to be a big firefight, man. Let's see if Robbie can revenge that loss. And if he does, are we going to get the third fight? That's 1-1 now. You got to run it back. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. The Diaz brothers always come in great shape. The durability is insane, off the charts. But we're going to have to see if that layoff played a big factor in this or not. And that's what I'm excited to see. We find the answer. I want to see him lay down like they did the Silva fight and say, "What's up, Robbie? Come get some." That stuff is just unbelievably hilarious to me. But it really gets into people's minds. That psychological warfare is what it's all about. And Robbie is a guy that he's not trying to hurt you. He's trying to take your soul away from you. He's trying to it doesn't matter how many times you crack him. You can split his lip wide open and he'll still come forward like a zombie at you and go for the kill. So he's definitely a fighter that I look up to as well. So I'm just excited for that matchup.
Make sure to subscribe to the LowKick MMA YouTube channel for all the latest news, event previews, and interviews with some of the biggest stars in MMA.